one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
Nobody can stop me now.
What is going on, y'all? I hope everybody has been having a good Friday tonight. Like I said, it is Friday. It is time to have some fun and time to enjoy the weekend. On top of that, it is also time to have some fun. Why? Because college football is upon us. Now, look, we got a lot to talk about right now. A lot of it is going to be professional sports. That's okay. That is okay. Why? Because if you are a Dallas Cowboys fan, you already know where I'm going with this fucking shit. But we will get to that in just a bit. For right now, we got a lot to talk about in the first quarter of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. Now, having said that, it's time for the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is with everybody saying no mercy sports. Let's get into it, baby. I am so excited. I cannot even fucking contain it. First off, a big shout out to the host with the most. He is the host of the most villainous college sports talk show you will find on social media. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Andrew Anderson for that kind of intro. Like, are you kidding me? Shine down, baby. You can never go wrong with that. Like, I mean, come on. But look, I will say this. Tonight is a very special episode. Why? Because it is the 100th 100th episode of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And look, look, I love what I do. I'm not even gonna lie, all right? Yeah, of course I'm in the right place. The fuck you. Look, hey, I will say this. I'm in a better place than Florida State is. I'll tell you that right now. But look, I could not have done what I do had it not been for y'all. All right. I there are no fucking words because I love what I do. I love talking sports. And on top of that, I love putting ESPN to fucking shambles. On top of that, I love putting FS1 to fucking shambles. Why? Because they are drier than the goddamn Mojave Desert. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of fucking life. But let's continue on. Now, it is obviously safe to say that college football is officially back. Hawaii won their first game against Stanford. Of all teams, they won their first game against Stanford of all teams, while Hawaii's quarterback was hobbling on one leg, and on top of that, their kicker learned to kick field goals through fucking YouTube. Not only was this a great way to get things started, but it also showed why college football it has a better atmosphere than the NFL does. Having said that, was this a great things to get ways started, or was this a great things to kick off college football for the season? Hey, I'll tell you what. Yes, it was. It was an awesome season. I'm sorry. It was an awesome way to kick off college football in the best way possible. Why? Because we literally underestimate Hawaii of all teams. Having said that, the reason we underestimate Hawaii is because of the fucking traveling that they gotta do. You don't believe me? Look at the map. Look at where Hawaii is and look at the kind of traveling that they gotta do. They gotta go through what is it, like three fucking time zones just to go to the fucking East Coast. But I'll tell you what, Alejado, the quarterback for Hawaii. This man was literally limping down the field. And then on top of that, I'll be honest, I don't remember the kicker's name for Hawaii. It was like something Japanese again. Oh, here we go. Stanford challenged them to a. That's a good one, my man. That is a good one. But look, I will tell you this. It was a fantastic game between Hawaii and Stanford. Now look, Andrew Luck can do whatever the fuck he wants, being the new general manager of Stanford football. But the fact of the matter is this: that the fact that Stanford lost to Hawaii with a quarterback literally limping during the second half, and on top of that, they lost to a kicker that had to learn kicking field goals. That had to learn kicking field goals through YouTube really speaks volume. I mean, look. Just look. I will say this: college football college football is a beautiful sport, and if you think otherwise, you might have to get your brain checked. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. So, I mean, come on, man. Come on. College football is back. It is going to be back in the best way fucking possible. This coming Saturday. You're not going to want to fucking miss it. But let's move on. Speaking of college football, let's move on from college football to the NFL. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they are a mystery that fucking. They're a mystery that Sherlock Holmes couldn't even solve. That's what I was looking for. But I will say this. The Jacksonville Jaguars recently announced that after drafting Travis Hunter, he is going to be playing both sides of the football, meaning he is going to be playing offense and defense. Basically, what he did in Colorado. I'm pretty sure I already know the answers to this, but is this a good move for the Jacksonville Jaguars? Uh, because he's young, yes, this is a good move for the Jaguars. But as the season progresses and as time goes on, no. Look, Jacksonville, this is not a good look for you. No matter how you look at it, you could literally solve the fucking Rubik's Cube 6 ways from motherfucking Sunday. And it still wouldn't be a good look for you, right? Why? Because I'll tell you this. Playing both ways for college football is one thing. But playing both ways for the NFL is a whole different story. And unfortunately, Travis Hunter is going to have to learn the fucking hard way, no matter how you look at it. All right? He is going to have to look at it the goddamn hard way. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. And speaking of animals, let's talk about the Chicago Bears. Once again, the Bears proved to show why they are, without a shadow of a doubt, the offseason fucking champions. Oh, hang on. We have to wait and see how. Yeah, I mean, we will have to look. Is it a bad idea to put Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball? Yeah, absolutely. Is it a wait and see kind of moment? Yes, I'm easily not going to deny that. It is an easily wait and see kind of moment for Travis Hunter. But having said that, he is now on the professional fucking level. All right? The professional level is head and shoulders above, different than the college level is. And unfortunately, Travis Hunter is going to have to learn that lesson the fucking hard way. Now, speaking of animals, let's talk about the Chicago Bears. All right. Once again, the Bears prove to show why they are the offseason champions. That is not a good title to have. I'm telling you right now. Now, heading into year 2, there is literally no excuses for quarterback Caleb Williams. Now it it really took 5 years. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Took 5 years for the Bears to realize, oh well, you know what? Justin Fields wasn't the problem. So we'll go ahead and draft Caleb Williams. Oh, he wasn't the problem. It was our offensive line. Are you kidding me right now? Like, are you fucking kidding me? It took y'all 5 years to literally realize that the offensive line was the goddamn problem and not Justin Fields. Meaning you literally wasted a fucking draft pick on fucking Caleb Williams. Now, anyways. Oh, what is it? Controversy aside. I mean, yeah, the Bears really proved to show why they are the offseason champions. They did build their offensive line. They still have offensive weapons, being Rome Odunze and DJ Moore. Now, having said that, or actually, I'm sorry, they went out and got an offensive-minded head coach, being Ben Johnson. Now, having said that, as the season approaches, should Caleb Williams have any excuses whatsoever going into the season? And look, it's about as easy get. No, he should not have any excuses whatsoever going into the season. Why? Because the Bears went out, they got a offensive minded head coach, they improved their offensive line, they still have their wide receivers being Rome Odunze and DJ Moore. I mean, bro, Caleb, you got no fucking excuses whatsoever going into this season. On top of that, you better fucking pray that you actually release the ball sooner than you did compared to last season, for crying out loud. I mean, look, there's no doubt about the fact that Justin Fields actually held on to the ball the same amount of time, maybe even longer than you fucking did, but he at least made something of it. You know what I'm saying? He at least ran for positive yards instead of holding on to the goddamn ball and getting sacked for fucking negative yards. Long story short, Caleb Williams has no excuses going into this fucking season. On top of that, if the Bears fucking lose any games this year, then you best fucking look at Caleb Williams and his goddamn nails, because I'll tell you what, he is more than likely painting those motherfuckers. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Caleb Williams is more than likely painting his fucking fingernails, and or actually I'll say this. He is literally another version of Kyler Murray. He would rather focus more on painting his fingernails than fuck fucking studying a goddamn playbook. The same way that Kyler Murray would rather play Call of Duty over studying a goddamn playbook. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Hey, but we're gonna stick to football right now. Um, oh man, it just keeps getting better and better, regardless of what kind of fan you are, unless you are a Cleveland Browns fan. Now, things just keep going from bad to worse for the Sanders brothers. Not only did Shiloh literally punch his career away uh, to earn a spot on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but now Shador Sanders has been named the third string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Oh boy. Somebody wants to talk shit. I don't paint my fingernails. I really don't. But hey, I'll tell you what. The Bears fucked up big time taking a quarterback from the University of Spoiled Children. You may know him best as I like to call him, Fatty McButterpants. Why? Because look, I'm an asshole by nature, but hey, if he wants to be an asshole talking shit about Notre Dame, then hey, don't if you can't take the heat, stay out of the goddamn kitchen, my guy. You already know who I'm talking about, James. Anyways, now things are not looking good for the Sanders family as they go into this season. Should this come as any big surprise? Hell fucking no. I'm not even surprised in the least. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not surprised in the least when it comes to Shador Sanders. Why? Because the Browns took a chance on him, drafting him in the 5th round. On top of that, he had one good game in the preseason against the goddamn Panthers. Having said that, unfortunately, Shiloh literally punches anyways, Shiloh literally punches career away during the preseason. Now, I will say this. Do I hate what Shiloh did? No. Why? Because, look, the whistle was blown, the play was dead, yet the fucking Bills player that antagonized Shiloh just kept going and fucking going. Like, bro, the play is dead, the whistle has been blown. Now, should Shiloh have done what he had did? No. No, of course not. Like, there's no way in hell that he should have done what he should have did. Should the Bills player done what he had did? Fuck no. Are you fucking kidding me? He saw that the last name was Sanders on Shiloh's back and decided, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking instigate you, motherfucker. Now, people can say, "Oh, hey, you know what?" Um, people can really say, "Oh, well, you know what? I'm taking the Bills player side of things because, hey, you know, I went until the whistle, I played until the whistle was dead, and everything like that." But look, like I said, I'm taking Shiloh's side of things, and on top of that, like, no, there is no way in hell. Like, I'm sorry. Yes, Shiloh ended his career. He ended his career with one punch. But the Bills player that Bills player was definitely in the wrong, and you cannot tell me fucking otherwise. But I mean, look, we got a lot to talk about right now. And on top of that, we got some college football predictions to make. But for right now, we're going to stick with the NFL. We will be right back and be ready to talk about the NFL.
So go on, Pittsburgh, go.
What?
Just missed with the knee. Now I'd be willing to stand in the pocket. Now he's getting the timing. Yep. Good left hook.
Hey, look, I'll tell you what, I've done a lot of pay-per-view or I've done a lot of streamlining, live stream events for pay-per-views and everything like that. And I'll tell you what, I was for that pay-per-view, I was literally running on adrenaline and fucking alcohol. I promise you. That being said, man, look, Oh man. Like I said, I was running on adrenaline, and on top of that, I was running on alcohol. And having said that, like I was thinking, you know what? Should I get something? Because there was a WWE pay-per-view event, and I was thinking, hey, you know what? Should I get something? Nah, you know what? No, I'm gonna power through this. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do what I came here to do. And on top of that, I'm gonna make sure that I live stream the UFC event. Well, you know what? I'll tell you where they're at. Our schedules are are not gonna match up anytime soon. That's okay though. That is fucking okay. Look, schedules ain't gonna match up anytime soon. The fuck you want me to do? You want me to turn into Cosmo and Wanda and be like flick of the fucking wand, or what Patrick Kane did? Look at him flicking the wrist. Nah. That shit ain't happening anytime soon. I'm not gonna fall over on the fucking photo. Alright? I'm not going to. I promise. Hey, we all have been there. Alright? Happens to the best of us. It really does. But hey, I'll tell you one thing. Let's talk about the fucking NFL. Just when you thought Nico Harrison was the dumbest GM in Dallas history, enter Jerry motherfucking Jones. Now, news broke yesterday that Michael Parsons had been traded to the Green Bay Packers on a 4-year, $188 million contract. And the craziest part is, Jerry Jones really said that, oh, hey, you know what? Micah ain't going nowhere. He's not going to do anything. Just, it's fucking Jerry Jones. I really don't know where to go from here. Aside from that, though, in return for trading Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys got 2 first-round draft picks on top of a defensive tackle by the name of Kenny Clark. Now, in the words of Conor McGregor, who the fuck is that guy? I literally don't know the kind of player that the Cowboys even traded for. On top of that, the Cowboys really traded their best defensive player, who was a literal modern day fucking Lawrence Taylor. Is it time for the Dallas Cowboys to move on from Jerry Jones? Yeah, that's a trick question. To this, I only have to say, yes, it is easily time for the fucking Cowboys to move on from Jerry motherfucking Jones. This dude, yeah, now he won 5 Super Bowls for this fucking NFL team. But on top of that, it is literally time for Cowboy fans to admit that they should move on from Jerry motherfucking Jones. Oh, we got somebody backstage right now. He is arguably, if not the biggest UCLA fan I have ever met in my entire life. Here he is, Terrible Terry. What is going on, man?
What's going on? I figure I'm not going to Lubbock tomorrow, so I'm like, let me Let me have James have this time.
How you feeling?
It feels like my ribs got punched 1,000 times by Mike Tyson
Oh God.
and Miguel Cotto.
Well, hey, respect to repping your team, your college team, I should say.
Yep, got the
Yeah, there you go, representing the University California of Los Angeles, my man.
I figured the viewers got tired of seeing my shoulder skin.
But yeah, like I was just talking about, is it time for the Dallas Cowboys to move on from Jerry motherfucking Jones after this goddamn trade?
No, because he's surrounded himself by, yes men, so he's not going to go anywhere, especially if his kids are the ones going to be following suit. It almost reminded me of the pipe bomb that CM Punk is like, I thought the company would be better after Vince Lee, but instead he's going to leave it to his idiot son-in-law or stupid daughter or whatever.
I mean, you're absolutely right. Like, look, like I said, most Cowboy fans are so fucking delusional that they don't want to admit that Jerry Jones is the goddamn problem. But at the same
there's a
time,
lot
it's
of
like,
them that I work with, and they're actually not the delusional ones, and they wish he would just sell the team and just go away.
yeah.
Or just let his kids take over and he gets a pension every year.
That's a good one. Oh, man. Well, hey, let's look at it like this. It ain't all bad for the Dallas Cowboys. Why? Because they got arguably the biggest crash out wide receiver being George Pickens on their offense. Now,
takes pressure off CD Lamb.
Yeah. Now going into every motherfucking season since Dak Prescott has been under center, the Dallas Cowboys have had Super Bowl expectations. Is George Pickens going to make a difference?
I don't see much of a difference. I see him winning more games, possibly get a wild card spot. But I think their biggest struggle last year was the defense. And now you get rid of probably one of the best players on the defensive side of the ball in the league, and you give them to a team that's always seemed to have your number anyway.
I mean, they literally traded their best edge rusher to a team that spanked them 2 years ago.
Yeah, he's gonna be something in Green Bay, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at that as well. But
Caleb Williams was pissed.
oh,
now
yeah.
You got to see Aiden Hutchinson
Caleb
and Micah
Williams was
Parsons
more
4
focused on
times a
painting
year.
his fucking fingernails.
Yeah. But he
So,
actually, on his other hand, he put fuck, and then other hand he painted Micah.
I mean, I was even watching First Take this morning, and Cam Newton really said that the Cowboys really finessed the goddamn Green Bay Packers. Well, you know what? If you actually went for the goddamn fumble in Super Bowl 50, then yeah, you actually have some room to fucking talk, my guy.
He hasn't been the same since the accident.
Exactly.
Dressing like Whoopi Goldberg and everything. Imagine that year. I mean, I was kind of like, I didn't want it to happen because being a Bucs fan, you hate the Panthers. And I always have some buddies that rub it in my face all those years. And when we were in that long playoff drought, and I still, lasted through it. And then just for him to blow in the Super Bowl, and then they were making excuses for him, like, oh well, where was your team? I'm like, we still have one. We still have a ring. You guys are like 0 for 2.
But yeah, so going back to the Dallas Cowboys, with the addition of George Pickens, do the Dallas Cowboys still have a chance at making the playoffs?
I think they do because, like I said, you're going to have two receivers now. It takes a lot of pressure off CeeDee Lamb. You're going to open up more. You're going to the defense is probably going to have to be more. What do you call it? Oh no, you got two threats of wide receiver, and then that should open up the doors. Probably better for the running game, and then the tight end, the one that got like last year, or the year before, I forget his name. Was it not Schultz? Who's their tight end right now?
Oh
Why did
shit!
it say Ferguson? No, I don't
No,
know.
I don't think. I want to say Dalton Schultz, but he's a tight end for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, so whoever they got after him, um, like I said, it'll open things up and have to probably spread the defense more because it seemed like after CeeDee Lamb, who else was there for the Cowboys at receiver?
No, that's fair.
I mean, because you could probably put two guys on CeeDee Lamb, and then the rest could focus on the running the game they didn't have.
Hmm. Yeah, that's actually fair. But
But I feel the
the
highest I
craziest
see
part
though.
is Jerry Jones really went up on the podium, spoke into the microphone, and really said that, like, oh hey, we traded Micah Parsons because we couldn't stop the run. That's your reason for trading him? You really couldn't stop the run.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, you should have done it before draft day.
Exactly. If anything, you should have fucking drafted Aaron Donald to your goddamn team.
Yeah. I mean, if they would have done on draft day, they might have got a better pick than what the Packers had.
Very true.
Especially those people going after edge rushers, because Parsons, he was still in his rookie contract, right? He just finished his third or fourth year.
Yeah, he did.
So, I mean, I saw Green Bay already signed to an extension. They're like, no, we're going to keep him for a while.
Oh yeah. But overall, for the city of Dallas, when it comes to what Jerry Jones did and what Nico Harrison did, who suffered the most? The Dallas Cowboys or the Dallas Mavericks?
I say Dallas Mavericks because you basically traded away the face of not just your franchise, but quite possibly one of the faces of the NBA
Oh yeah.
to the team that's always been known for getting championships. You know, it's been a few years removed, but you trade to his team that's historically has proven themselves that they're a generational team that don't get championships every so often. Because you look at Jerry West, you look at Magic Johnson, Kobe,
Mm-hmm.
LeBron. It's not like the Bulls. I hate to
No.
say it, the Bulls, they were spoiled with Jordan, and they haven't been recovering from that since. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, with them, Derrick Rose got hurt or couldn't stay healthy.
Easily
Otherwise, he
the
would have been the
biggest
one to
what if
build
in
around for
sports.
sure. So, what was that last part you said?
Derrick Rose is easily the biggest what if in sports.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I 100% agree. Like if the fact that Nico Harrison really said, "Oh, well, you know what? Luca can't stay healthy. He can't stay in shape. He can't do this. He can't do that." Like, are you fucking kidding me? Look what he's been doing since he got traded to the Lakers. You
Yeah.
literally created a fucking monster.
Who did the Gamescocks play in week 1? Did he ever say? Who they play, Andrew?
We're actually gonna be doing some college football predictions.
All right.
So yeah, we'll get to that in just a bit. Ooh. Had he not gotten injured, Bo Jackson easily would have been the greatest of all time for two sport athletes.
I think he would have been top 10 easily in rushing yards too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I saw the 30 for 30, and man, Bo Jackson, the stories that I was like watching, it was like, no, you did not see Bo Jackson do that kind of thing.
Yeah, he was. For me, he was even. I know he didn't put up many yards, but just to see what the potential he had, he would already been in my top 5 no matter what. I
Oh
know
yeah.
some people were like, "Oh no, what about this? He didn't play long." I'm like, yeah, his leg was about yanked off. The only thing kept it on was skin and ligaments.
The dude literally rolled on his side to pop his bone back into place.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
yeah, he was scary like Barry.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, I will easily put him in the top 5 of running backs.
Yeah,
Now, look, 1 and 2 could easily go both ways. You could put Walter Payton at number 1. You could put Barry Sanders at number 2. You could put Barry Sanders at number 1, and you could put Walter Payton at number 2.
yeah. The
It is
argument would be who would be 3.
exactly.
But for me, I always, and that's like another one. People like kind of like look at me for it. I'm like, my number 3 was always Jim Brown
Ooh,
because he
good
never, if I'm not
one.
mistaken, he never missed a game.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good one. I'm not even gonna lie.
Then I probably have Emmett at 4, then Bo at 5.
That's a solid top 5. No lie.
I know there's good people like, well, what about AP? What about LT? I'm like, well, top
Now,
10. There's
AP
your
and
top 10.
LT are obviously top 10. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally close out the top 10. Who'd you have at number 5?
Bo Jackson.
Yeah, you could put LT, AP, and it just straight up goes the same way for Barry Sanders and Walter Payton. You put AP at number 6, or you could put LT at number 6, or number 7 you could put AP, and just whatever you want to put.
Yeah.
But let's stick to the NFL right now. As speaking of crash outs, the Pittsburgh Steelers have Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback, and not to mention DK Metcalf as one of their wide receivers.
My fantasy team.
You got DK Metcalf on your fantasy team?
Yeah, he was like I think it was my 5th round pick.
Damn. Well, now look.
That's gonna be Aaron's primary target.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I was going to say, now look, it's been a hot minute since the Steelers have won a Super Bowl. But could Aaron Rodgers be the missing piece that actually leads the Steelers to a Super Bowl?
No. And the reason why is he's obviously well past his prime. If this conversation would have happened like 7, 8 years ago, I would put Zonka in my top 10 there, James. Easily.
Oh. I saw Zonka, and I was thinking of anime that I just recently got into.
Oh, yeah, because I think it's spelled Csonka.
Yep.
But as far as Rodgers go, like if it would have been like something like 7 or even back in 2020, if the Steelers would have got him then, they would have been a lot scarier because that seemed to be his last. I think, if I'm not mistaken, did he get MVP that year? The year the Bucks won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I believe he did.
So like that version. But I mean, the Steelers, they. It's like another thing. They haven't been the same since Big Ben left. They haven't had anybody reliable. Now you get a guy trying to see, maybe they're trying to do what Tampa did, get a quarterback who's on his way out, but there's a big difference between the two. And I mean, he's maybe a year or so off that horrible injury he had with the Jets. And for something like that, you're not going to fully recover.
Oh, for sure.
But will I say they're going to be better than last year? Yes, because that was one missing piece they didn't have last year when they had a little rotating thing going on with the quarterback situation, and hopes that whoever is behind them could develop, real quick, because your time might come up, or they're probably going to draft a quarterback coming up soon in the first round. Then against the Steelers, when's the last time they drafted a quarterback in the first round? I think it was Ben Roethlisberger, right? Or was Ben not a first round pick that year?
No,
I think it was the same year as Manning and Rivers, right?
Yeah, no. Roethlisberger was definitely in that draft class with Manning and Rivers. I was thinking of Kenny Pickett.
Oh, yeah, they did. You see, that's how forgettable he was.
Very true. Very true.
But I hope he does good with the Raiders.
Oh, for sure.
If Case Gino goes down, he needs, just like Baker, he needs a revival in his career. He needs to find that place, and I'm pretty sure the Raiders had pretty good luck with quarterbacks like Kenny.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I know I'm going to stir the pot a lot on this, but if you had to choose between Tua Tagovailoa and Baker Mayfield, who you picking?
I would go with Baker. Just the fact you don't really see that many mobile quarterbacks anymore, because it seems like the NFL's got them figured out.
That's true. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I know somebody that is definitely going to speak otherwise on this, and he is the host with the most of the most villainous college sports talk show you will find on social media. Here he is.
I'm a bad guy, the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Mr. Anderson, how you doing, man? How is your Friday going?
Good. Just got home from work. Put on the game. Watched Baylor torch Auburn on 4th and 9 for a touchdown, and then Auburn. Well, they called it a fumble on the field, overturned it. So Auburn is driving, but 4th and 9, nobody covered a wide receiver as he just streaked down the field for a touchdown. Like there was no one within 10 yards of him.
What's the score?
It's 17-10 Auburn.
Dang.
Oh my God! Well,
And that
I'll
was
tell you
actually
what.
I was
Look,
thinking about going to, but
like I said in the beginning of this show, college football is back in the best way possible. Why? Because Hawaii had a quarterback who was literally limping down the goddamn field, and they won with a kicker that literally watched YouTube videos on how to kick field goals. This is the beauty of college football, baby.
Well, he was injured. I'm very impressed with that quarterback. The moxie of him. I mean, you could tell like he was on one leg. The Japanese, the kicker was from Japan, and he visited California and then watched the NFL game. I think they said, and he said, "Oh, that's something I wanted to do." So then he went back home. They were telling the whole story. And then he went back home and started watching YouTube videos on how to kick, and he just kicked the game-winning field goal in his first game. College football is the best.
It really is. And look, on top of that, was that the best way to start the college football season?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Look, that Iowa State-Kansas State game that came down to the end in the rain in Ireland was beautiful. But this Hawaii game where they kicked the field goal, man, look, I ain't got it. It's just beautiful. It was a beautiful beginning to the season. I think it's going to be a fun year.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, look, I will say this. Stanford may not be back, but they showed signs that they are back with Andrew Luck being the general manager of Stanford.
I vehemently disagree with that. Like, Hawaii is not a good program, bro. And you just got beat by an injured quarterback. I mean, like, your program is not back. You couldn't move the football. You didn't go past the 50, but what, twice? They got a lot of work to do there. They won 3 games last year, and it looks like that's about what they're going to win this year. However, what I will agree with, getting Andrew Luck was a big win and will help with recruiting tremendously in the future.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. But right now, look, the topic of discussion is the NFL right now, and we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback right now, and obviously they have DK Metcalf as their wide receivers. Could Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf actually do something for Pittsburgh this year?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. I know we talk a lot of shit about him and his magic mushroom kingdom and all that stuff, but like the guy is good.
He is.
So answer your question really depends on the running game. I mean, if they can't get a running game going, they're just gonna spy DK Metcalf the whole time, force Aaron Rodgers to beat him with other people who doesn't have as much talent. So for me, the running game. And the one thing that Mike Tomlin does well is run the ball. So, yeah, I expect Pittsburgh to have a fairly successful season, another 9-10 win season.
Yeah, speaking of winning seasons, I honestly don't know what's worse. Not seeing a Super Bowl since 2008 or actually bragging about the fact that you have not had a losing season since probably the Pittsburgh's existence. So, what is worse? Not seeing a Super Bowl or actually finishing with a winning record?
Which one's worse?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're finishing with a winning record every year, that's pretty cool. If you're not going to the Super Bowl, that's not. I'm saying not going to a Super Bowl would be worse than not having winning records. You know, shit, my Falcons have been to the Super Bowl twice, and neither of them worked out well for us. We ran into Tom Brady and John Elway, bastards.
If it makes you feel better, I was rooting for them in both of those Super Bowls.
So was I.
Hey, look, I really thought that the Falcons were actually going to win the Super Bowl, and then they showed Tom Brady on the sideline. I was like, oh, fuck.
I'll be honest with you, like, and it wasn't just because it was the Falcons, but like the past couple Super Bowls, then that one came. Like, it made me really feel like point shaving was a thing, and these games are predetermined because that cemented Tom Brady's legacy right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It seemed too good to be true in that moment for me. I don't know. That I really lost a lot of respect for the NFL, and I really haven't watched it much since. Like, I don't like referees. You know how I feel about that, and I don't think I've watched 5 NFL games a season since that season. It's just I don't hate the NFL. I just like college better.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. I will 100% agree to that. But look, we are going to take our final commercial break. Why? Because we got college football coming up tomorrow. I can't believe I just said that. We got college football coming up tomorrow.
And I'm watching some now.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about Georgia Tech and Colorado. I'm fixing to put it on the 4.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was going to say, I'm watching WWE right now, and I completely forgot about Georgia Tech and Colorado. But
it was 7-3 last I saw. It's 10-10 now, or 13-10 Georgia Tech.
Okay.
At halftime.
Okay. But, yeah, like I said, we're going to take our final commercial break. And on top of that, going into tomorrow, we are going to make some college football predictions. You're not going to want to miss it.
To hate Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide.
Nobody can stop me now.
Oh my God, Terry.
It's James Appreciation Night.
How did we? Okay.
Hey, what's going on, kiddo?
James is saying, hey.
Hi.
What's up, little man?
Did you know coconuts have water in them?
Yeah.
You watch Bluey?
Milk.
You don't watch Bluey?
No, he said coconuts have milk.
Only
Depends on the color.
to drink And it's healthy.
Bluey always drinks and he's healthy.
I think the brown ones have milk and the green ones have water.
Healthy.
Right.
Okay, it's healthy.
He's healthy. Bluey's healthy.
Hell yeah.
I like the Batman shirt.
Yeah. Say, I like Batman.
I like that.
He
The
likes
Adam West Batman.
I was gonna say, who's your favorite Batman? We all know it's Michael Keaton. That's fine.
Whoa.
Yeah, Michael Keaton is the best Batman. Auburn's not winning a lot of games this year, bro. Baylor's bad, and they got the ball back, and I don't know.
I mean, I was even watching the Army game against Texas team. What was it? Tarleton State.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. So remember when you said that Wake Forest was going to be good this year? I would just like to point out Wake Forest is in the fourth quarter with Kennesaw State, bro, and they are winning 10-9, and Kennesaw State has the ball.
Well, you know what? Tarleton State and Army are tied at 24, so
Yeah, I know.
none too surprising.
Beginning of the year woes, bro. You got to work out them kinks.
Well, hold on. Is Wake Forest doing the blackout night?
I don't want us to lose you.
They are black helm. Hold on. They have black jerseys. They have gold pants.
See.
I mean,
It's not as magical.
yeah, but they finna lose a lot of games. Like if you only beating Kennesaw State 10-9 at home.
I mean, all Wake Forest is ACC Purdue.
Yeah, for sure. Or ACC Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But speaking of college football, we got some college football predictions to make right now. Now, look, we already know how this game is going to end up. But first off, we got number 1 Texas going into Columbus, Ohio to take on third-ranked Ohio State.
I think it's gonna be a fun game. You got to sit over there. I can't have that phone noise in my ear. I think, gosh, it's gonna be such a good game. It's gonna be a 21-20 type of game either way. I think Texas squeaks it out at the end. I don't know. There's a lot going on with Texas right now. Everybody's high on them, not just me. But Ohio State's defending national. I don't know, man. It's gonna be I see a 1-point game either way. But give me Texas in a squeaker.
I'm gonna say Arch Manning's gonna feel the pressure of the horseshoe, maybe for like first quarter, then he's gonna settle into his zone. However, he's still gonna make some key mistakes. I feel it's also gonna be a close game. However, there's going to be a key turnover, I think, in favor of Texas. They march down the field late in the game, where Arch Manning gets them in the field goal range, and a lot of pissed off Columbus folks are going to be heading home upset with the 31-28 final score, Texas.
That's a high score for both of those defenses. I'd love to see it go down that way, though. I really would.
Same here.
Ohio State lost too much in that draft.
Yeah, but they spent another $25 million reloading too. So,
yeah, but I think Texas is just going to gel a little bit better.
I think so too. They've been together longer. I think the same thing. Texas by just a little.
Yeah, I could really see Texas by a little as well. So, wouldn't be too surprising, especially in Columbus of all places. That would actually be very interesting. Next game up, we got Syracuse going into actually a neutral site as Syracuse heads into Atlanta, Georgia to take on number 24 Tennessee.
Yeah, Syracuse. I know there's a little bit of hype for them in our season, but they're not going to match up with Tennessee well in any area. Give me Tennessee big.
Yeah, I'll take Tennessee any day of the week.
I'm gonna say Tennessee by 4, and the reason why is because, well, one, if Nico was there still, I'd say a blowout. But I don't know how this Joey Aguilar is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was your quarterback. You tell us.
He never touched the field.
Well, he's about to.
He transferred over there. Then Nico transferred. He's like, all right, that's it. I'm gonna head out.
Yep, that's exactly how it went.
All right, so next game up, we got Virginia Military Institute going into Annapolis, Maryland to take on Navy.
I mean, it's a good matchup of military schools and all, but VMI is not good. VMI can't even beat Furman. They're not beating Navy.
Yeah, I'll 100% agree to that.
Navy by a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Next game up, we got Toledo going into Lexington, Kentucky to take on the Wildcats. Now, look, Kentucky, just stick the fucking basketball for crying out loud.
So, oh, goodness. So here's the problem with that. All right, that's enough. Watch your boot. All right, this boy, he's something else when he gets going. So Toledo is a very decent team. The Rockets can come in and be decent week in, week out. Kentucky is not a very good team, but I don't see Toledo going into Kentucky getting this win. I mean, Toledo. That's what we were talking about with Chris last night. Like, competition matters, and Kentucky's just better, and so Kentucky's going to win this game.
It's a good thing I wasn't on last night, man. There was so much raging going on.
Oh, he was hot.
Oh, he was heated.
Yeah, he was.
I was like at home in the comments section. I'm like, don't you talk to JT like that. He's a nice person. You be nice.
He can't fathom, like, all right, you've got a lot of experts telling you that this is crazy, and he's just standing on that hill. No, I'm right, and every single one of you are wrong. No, bro, we're not.
We're not. But speaking of strength of schedule, we got Old Dominion going into Bloomington, Indiana to take on the Hoosiers, who last year was in the triple digits of strength of schedule.
Yeah, last year. Not this year. Indiana has like one of the easiest schedules that there is this year. Old Dominion is a sneaky good team. They took South Carolina in the opening game last year to like a 4-point game. So, but I don't expect Indiana's going to let them repeat that. So give me Indiana big.
I'll take Indiana big as well.
I do as well, but I don't think Indiana's going to have that same magical year like they did last year.
No, but they're going to beat Old Dominion.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
True that.
Next game up, well, I mean, I would say, Nevada versus Penn State and Marshall versus Georgia. We already know that's going to be a fucking dog walk of games when it comes to week 1. But next up, we got 8th ranked Alabama going into Florida State to take on the Seminoles.
Bama by a lot.
Big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll take Bama by a lot as well.
And I'll just make it my prediction now. UCLA upsets Utah this weekend.
Ooh, okay.
What was that now?
I said I'm going to make my crazy talk prediction now. UCLA upsets Utah this weekend.
Nah. I mean, you said crazy talk prediction, so.
Well, I mean, I stole your thunder because I knew you were going to say it. So I'm like, let me go ahead and absorb it in my already hurt ribs because it can't hurt much more now.
So Utah is a 6-point favorite on the road at UCLA. That means they don't think a lot of UCLA this year. I didn't even know that spread till just now. Give me Utah.
You got to remember, these are the same guys that Chris listens to also. Experts.
I mean, we'll see. Utah's going to have a good team this year. I really believe that.
If we had last year's quarterback still, then yeah, I would have picked Utah, and it would hurt to say it because I hate Utah.
All right, so next game up, we got South Dakota going into Ames, Iowa to take on 22nd ranked Iowa State.
Hey, South Dakota's a fantastic team in the FCS.
Wow.
But that don't mean shit when you're playing a top 15 team, and Iowa State deserves to be a top 15 team. So give me Iowa State.
Yeah, I'll take Iowa State as well.
Yeah.
All right, next game up. I honestly think this might be a good game, but judging by the ranking, it could be an ass kicking. As Montana State goes into Eugene, Oregon to take on 7th ranked Oregon.
Montana State's going to be a top 5 team in the FCS. They're going to be very good. They may even win the national title. They've got some good stuff going up there, the Bobcats do. With that being said, they're going to take a 30-point loss in Eugene, and that's how it's going to end for them.
Yeah, I could see that.
The Duck's arms are going to be sore from all the push-ups he's going to be doing.
That's right.
That's fair. That is definitely fair. Next up, this is definitely a massacre as Illinois State goes into Norman, Oklahoma to take on 18th ranked Oklahoma.
Said Illinois State?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, Larry Bird's not playing, right? So, yeah. Give me Oklahoma.
The Sycamores. I was like, where?
Larry Bird's not playing. That's a fucking good one.
Yep, that's where he went to college. So
yeah.
But he
went to Indiana State.
Did he go to Indiana State?
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, Illinois State's the one that had that basketball run a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see the misconception.
It doesn't matter.
They're neighbors. They're practically the same.
Yeah, that's true.
even the outline of the state's almost identical.
Unfortunately, that is also true.
Army and Tarleton State are in overtime. Wasn't Chris just saying Army was going to win 10 games this year?
Yeah.
But they're in overtime with the FCS school?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Get the fuck out of here, indeed. But speaking of what Chris was talking about, Long Island University goes into Gainesville, Florida to take on 15th ranked Florida Gators.
Hey, shout out to Long Island University and Caleb Narty, who was on the podcast, my podcast, Villains podcast last year. I'm planning on reaching out to him and see if he can come back on. With that being said, I'm going to root for them, but yeah, the Gators, man. Gators look real good. I was watching some of their spring practices the other day. Like, I think this will not be close.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, it won't be close. Next
they
game
a fairly new program? Because this is the first time I heard of Long Island University.
Because I have one of their players on.
Huh? No, I heard that part, but I'm thinking, so how long has this program been around? Because
Dominic. Oh, I have no idea.
I guess if I haven't heard of him, I ain't got to worry about him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, your guess is about as good as mine, man. Hey, what's good, Dominic?
What's up, Dominic? We're pulling for Florida State, even though we don't think they're going to win.
So Long Island had their first football team in 1928.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, that's news to me.
They probably are tribal to Rutgers.
But next game up, we got North Dakota going into Manhattan, Kansas to take on 17th ranked Kansas State.
I mean, Kansas State took Iowa State to the limit in a rain-soaked game. Give me Kansas State in this.
I'll take Kansas State as well.
This is their revenge game.
And North Dakota may win the national title with the FCS level too, but that ain't gonna matter in Manhattan.
It should move them up to the Mountain West.
Wait, hold up. Yeah. North Dakota over North Dakota State?
Hey, North Dakota State, South Dakota, and South Dakota State always good as fuck.
That's true.
And sometimes the Montana Grizz.
Hey, and Montana State are usually pretty good too. All six of them should move up to the Mountain West for sure. I agree with Terry. That would be cool as shit.
Yeah, because they're actually in mountains. Makes
I mean,
sense.
they would be the new Boise State because they were ranked the first FCS school ever ranked in the top 25 FBS level. Like legit were ranked a few years ago. That was cool.
That could be interesting. But next game up, we got Charleston Southern going into Nashville, Tennessee to take on Vanderbilt.
The real question is, will Charleston Southern have more fans there than Vandy? Give me Vandy. Charleston Southern's terrible.
Yeah, I'll take Vanderbilt in that game any day of the week.
You know what? Hey, I'll go ahead and take the L in this. I'm just going to go ahead and just say Charleston Southern because fuck Vandy.
Charleston Southern is the fourth best FCS school in South Carolina. They not be good.
Oh, man.
Diego Pavia goes out with the season-ending injury in that game.
I mean, in South Carolina, you got Citadel, Wofford, and Furman that's all better than them, and they are all FCS. I mean, give me Vandy if they just showed up in, like, the old-school leather helmets. Charleston Southern has a bunch of dudes like us out there playing.
They need to bring back the ones that had the black star with the white V inside.
Yes, they do. I agree.
Now he's got a big V on the side of their head.
All right, so next game up, we got 9th-ranked LSU going into Clemson, South Carolina to take on 4th-ranked Clemson.
Yo, look, I open tomorrow, so I actually get to watch that game. That's the game I'm looking forward to the most, even more than Texas and Ohio State. I think Clemson wins this game. They got 3 of the top 10 draft picks next year projected. They got Cade Klubnik, who I believe to be the best quarterback in college football. I have been to Clemson, South Carolina football games as a visitor several times in my life. I'm 40 minutes away from Clemson University right now. So I've been to that stadium more than I have South Carolina's just because it's close in proximity. It's loud, it's deafening, it's crazy in there. Give me Clemson by a touchdown.
I could honestly see that.
Yeah, I see Clemson pulling off this win. It's going to be a hell of an atmosphere.
Yep.
You got the battle of the Death Valleys, or do they also call Clemson Death Valley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but just,
you got 2 Death Valleys, LSU and Clemson.
So someone likes to call it Great Value, Death Valley.
Let me tell you, and I hate Clemson, so you can take this at real face value. Clemson University was Death Valley first. And the actual story of it is the coach at the time, Frank Howard, went to Death Valley, California, and he got a big-ass rock out of there, and he brought it back. And so you know how Clemson touches the rock before they run down the hill? That rock is actually from Death Valley, California, and the story goes, we will call this place Death Valley. And if you're not going to give me your all every day, keep your fucking hands off my filthy rock. So that's a pretty cool story. I'll give Clemson that. That's pretty neat.
I know those rocks are too. Just now that the interstate fenced off the area because they don't want anyone taking those rocks because a lot of them use it for landscaping.
Correct.
Because I want to say it's volcanic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, look, Portland State did have a good game against who did they play? They had a good game. Their running back was Trey Page the third. Like, goddamn. But look, I don't know if Portland State comes out of this game alive as they go into Provo, Utah to take on BYU.
I mean, BYU is not going to be what they were last year, obviously, but they're winning this game.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, I'll take BYU as well. And then actually, we got Northern Arizona going into Tempe, Arizona to take on the Arizona State Sun Devils.
If this had been just the Arizona Wildcats, I may have chose Northern Arizona. Like, Arizona just they have one decent year, and they've been ass ever since. But Arizona State's a pretty decent team, bro. Give me Arizona State.
I mean, if Braun Breaker was even playing running back for Northern Arizona, I'd still take Arizona State right now.
Right.
Whoa, he was wow. The more that you know.
He went there. He went to Kennesaw State.
Wow, that's the only thing that I know, that he went to Kennesaw State.
Yeah. I think he transferred to Northern Arizona afterwards. The lumber. That's a beautiful area too. I don't know if you've ever been up that way through Northern
That's fair.
Arizona, like on your way to Vegas. It's a beautiful area.
That's
Man.
fair. But all right. So next up, we got the Hobbling Hawaii Warriors going into Tucson, Arizona, to take on the Wildcats.
So here's where we really get into the thick of things, right? So if you look at this, Arizona's a 16.5 point favorite. And that's probably because we don't know how injured Hawaii's quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
I, winning magically at home with a hurt quarterback and going on the road to a P4 is not the same. I think Arizona wins this game, but I think Hawaii beats the spread easily. The spread is 17.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they just got to carry him like Marshall did for Byron Leftwich
Right?
when he got hurt. But yeah,
All right.
you're going into the desert over there.
They had Chad Pennington too. They had Randy Moss. Marshall's had some good players.
That
Yeah.
they have. That they have.
But as far as Hawaii going to Arizona, give me the Wildcats in the desert.
Yeah. And last but not least, we got Utah going into the Rose Bowl of Pasadena, California, to take on the gear that you were rocking, my man, UCLA.
So this one's actually funny. So Utah, you get 3 points for being at home, and Utah's a 5.5 point favorite on the road. So they think they're an 8.5 point favorite. The money line does favor UCLA, but it has come down to the even part of it. I don't know, man. Like I was giving Terry a hard time earlier. I think Utah's going to be good, but UCLA at home, give me Utah, but UCLA covers the spread.
I'm gonna say UCLA by 10.
I was going to say, like, UCLA is at home, so I wouldn't be surprised if UCLA definitely takes the game.
And they had some decent road wins last year when they weren't supposed to win. They went
Yeah.
into the Red Sea, beat Nebraska.
They lost to Washington, barely beat Fresno State. They did beat Iowa.
Did I tell you our quarterback looked like Zelda though?
Utah had such a terrible season last year. I don't know, man. Give me Utah fucking 24-21.
Ooh, I can see it being that close.
31-21. Bruins.
Well, we will find out
I
tomorrow.
know.
And that game comes on at 11 p.m. So I will be watching it.
We will find out indeed. This is the beauty of college football. But, gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for being able to come on here and give your opinions, and especially being able to make some college football predictions. Why? Because college football starts tomorrow.
And I will be breaking out my collections of different UCLA jerseys throughout the years during these shows.
I was going to say, homie, if I see you in a goddamn LA Kings jersey, it's on site.
You're going to see it. I mean, we might as well leave the jerseys off because it'll be on site anyway. You're wearing that Blackhawks hat, but
Hey, look, I got me some Black Hawks gear too.
2-on-1
Hell
handicap.
yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Hey,
I'm
I
very
got
familiar.
I got a jersey of the greatest American-born hockey player, and his name is Patrick Kane.
The one who got traded?
Hey, he
Or
helped
is
the
that Tails?
Chicago Blackhawks get 3 Stanley Cups.
Yeah. But I will bring out, I do have a Troy Aikman UCLA jersey.
Ooh, okay.
So I have to debut that one. How well it fits me, I don't know.
Respect. But hey, Gentlemen, thank you for coming on. We got college football coming on tomorrow. We will be in the group chat tomorrow talking shit, and it's going to be a good time.
I cannot wait.
Oh, I cannot wait either. Enjoy y'all's Friday night.
Vandy's losing to Georgia State.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take it easy. All right. So that wraps up another episode of the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. This was the 100th episode of No Mercy Sports, and I was so glad that I got two people to come on here and enjoy the show as well. We got more college football coming on tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. The week after that, we got the NFL season starting. It's going to be such a good time. But, hey, it's the weekend. It is Friday. Now, know your limits, but have fun. Again, know your limits, but have fun. That is the most important thing, all right? Now, having said that, don't end up in the hospital, dead, or in jail. If you end up in jail, make sure you call a number that you know by heart.
Establish dominance first.
Like the wife said. Well, I'm going to say this. Make sure you call the number that you know by heart. After that, establish dominance quickly. All right? Having said that, have fun. Do not get into any fucking trouble that will make your leadership be like, what the fuck? Now, having said that, I will see y'all next week. Until then, peace out.